So we are in Loveland, Colorado. Lovely Loveland, the land of many statues. This town is pretty cool. They got a bunch of statues, but we woke up and this is what's going down. So we knew it would be a bit chilly last night. We knew we were supposed to get some snow, but I think hopefully this will be the last of this. So, because we are doing this hike on Saturday, and then we're heading back to Northern California through Yosemite and maybe the Great Basin. So we're looking forward to that. We're gonna get some heat on. What you doing back there?
We're just getting ready for the talk tonight.
What talk? Oh, you doing the talk tonight?
Yeah, we're in Fort Collins.
Okay.
I thought I'd just tell people some stories.
Yeah?
See if they want to hear it.
That's cool.
Yeah. What do you got going on tonight?
I don't know.
You tag along for this thing?
Yeah, I might as well.
Okay.
I'm in the area.
Yeah.
I'm in town.
Yeah. Well, nature's closed, so we might as well get as much of Fort Collins as we can.
Yeah. What's going on? Nature's closed.
Well, Colorado rain, aka snow. We woke up and the van was covered in it, and then it all kind of went away, and then it came back, and now it seems to have gone away again. But when that happens, and nature can't make up its damn mind, apparently Fort Collins is like DNR, which for them stands for Department of Natural Resources, but it means do not resuscitate the trail. Ba-doom-ts.
I got you. So a couple other things we talked about today. Revelations is now I understand why in Spinal Tap Nigel Tufnell's like, "Hello Cleveland."
Yeah.
When he's like in somewhere else.
I thought you were talking about how because today we talked to the Cleveland
right.
market, so I thought that was a Cleveland joke. I was like, hello Cleveland.
Well, that will be up at some point for sure. That's going to be a joke, but I understand all these touring musicians forget where they're at.
Totally happening today.
It's happening a lot just for the sheer fact that one day it's 80 degrees, the next day it's snowing. We're bebopping around through all these towns, and we're never in the same real place. We haven't really been in the same real place in the past couple weeks. So, I mean, I don't know. I'm really having a hard time figuring out and remembering where we're at, where we were at, and where we're going to go. So, it's a weird phenomenon.
It is a weird phenomenon, but like at the same time, like it doesn't bother me because we're so present when we're here and we're doing stuff that we're like, oh shit, where are we? What are we
I don't
doing?
care where we're at.
Yeah.
But like if you have to remember details of like you're trying to tell a story of like, hey, we were at this place.
Oh yeah.
And it was like 2 weeks ago, but it was 2 days ago, and it was in a different state than you told the story.
Right.
You know.
Like I was telling Barry this morning, like I was journaling and I was like, what's the name of this place? Are we in Fort Collins? Is this the same parking lot we were at for the pepper show? Like, because I'm writing down like the locations. Like I write down the date for my journal entry and then the location and the time. Mostly because I listened to Nikki Sixx's audiobook, and that part really like gave me an extra like layer of understanding where he was at. But also when I go back to write books or reference this material for something else, like I'm really gonna need those reminders because like just putting dates on it isn't gonna cut it anymore. Like when all the tour was in Southern California, it was like, okay, well if I forget if it's Tustin or Woodland Hills, does that really sway the story? But like the difference between Utah and Colorado or like Pennsylvania later this year or whatever down the road is gonna be pretty drastic.
Yeah. Crazy. And it's only just begun.
Right?
So we got dates up for Seattle.
Yeah.
Area, so Tacoma, Olympia,
and Seattle, and then so that was the hole that we were looking to plug between the Portland dates and the Montana dates, and then we go Kansas City, Chicago, and then we're working on the dates after Chicago. So I'm waiting to hear back from Detroit and Grand Rapids because Grand Rapids is opening a store in May, so it's not open yet, but they have a coordinator there, and then going down to Cleveland. And then, so that weekend, there's like a camp out thing in Pittsburgh for REI, so we're checking to see, my contact in Cleveland was telling me about that, so I'm excited to hear more about it, because I don't know what their camp outs are all about, but whether I get to do it as a participant, or if like I get to share my story around a campfire, kind of like what we're doing at Bow, that could be really cool.
Yeah, as long as there's s'mores, I'll go.
Okay, cool. one thing, I'm putting you on the spot. But if you had to pick one thing that wasn't related to like the talks or the hike specifically, do you have a favorite?
No, because there's good times, Lucky's,
Yeah.
Dean Ween's Honey Pot Lounge.
Yep. Red Rocks is pretty cool too.
Red Rocks for sure.
Yeah.
We had a blast.
Yeah, it was good. So this is what we're dealing with. This is why we're not hiking this weekend. So nature's closed, and as a result, we are on the road early. Colorado was amazing, so if you're watching this and you were at any of the Colorado talks or hikes, I cried hysterically last night, and I cried a little bit this morning too, because I'm going to miss you guys. This part of the country, Mr. Williams.
Roads are straight and flat.
How long have we been on this wrong, straight, flat road?
48 miles.
Woohoo!
Here comes a turn. Look out.
Oh boy. Great Basin National Park, 13 miles. Is that where we're going?
I hope so. Otherwise, we've been driving for 11 hours.
And
Going to the wrong place.
Well, that would make things interesting, now wouldn't it?
So we are at Great Basin National Park. Drove probably pretty close to 12 hours. It's only 11 and a half to get here. Yesterday, we, oddly enough, had the entire park to ourselves. At least the entrance that we're at. There is not a single soul. We haven't seen anybody since we showed up yesterday or today. So it's pretty good, man. We got some snow kicking around, but it's absolutely gorgeous. We're gonna go do this little bit of a hike. I think it's 4 miles out to something called Dead Lake. So we'll see what it is, and so Dead Lake Trail.
Snowed in.
So we're gonna try Serviceberry Trail.
But look at how pretty it is. We're at 8 grand something right now. Oh my god.
It's gorgeous.
It's so pretty.
Not as pretty as you.
Oh hey. You're too sweet, handsome devil.
Yeah.
Let's show them the turkey tracks.
Where are they?
Oh, over right here.
Turkey tracks.
I got sneezing, but they haven't been recording.
Turkeys. Seems like a reasonable place for snacks.
Yeah. It's nice. Then we don't have to trudge through any snow.
No.
It's already broken for us.
Oh, perfect.
So you get the big yard.
Thank you. Next time on Williams in the Wild. We just got out. We did a soak yesterday, and a soak this morning. Watched the sun come up, and there was a couple there that we had met yesterday, but they were there this morning, and they had been in there for like 14 hours tripping on mushrooms.
Yeah.
And
they were super friendly.
Yeah, it's fucking really cool people.
It was an interesting thing to wake up to though. Yeah. You're like, oh, they're here, and they're like, we haven't been to bed, and I was like, yay!
Yeah.
Tell us all about it.
Yeah.